bad. So we've lost a little girl last week, little Ava White. Again, 12-year-old little girl, man, stabbed to death in town of 14-year-old kids. The kids who done that, in my opinion, they need hanging. They need stoning to death. The environment where they're bred to do such things like that is one of ego, image, street cred. What the fuck's street cred when you get to 30 and you want to settle down and you want to get a career and you want to... No such thing. It's all an image and all a mirage from the age of 14 to 25, I'd say. That's your hardest time to change that. And that's the hardest. So before you change, don't do anything that you have to change. Just be yourself. Be nice. Anyone on any estates as well right now, people post all this stuff about the city's turned into a fucking scumbag place, and it hasn't at all. What's happened is people are just left to just roam and do their own things, and there's not enough youth clubs. There's no excuse for what happened the other day at all. No excuse. Me myself personally, I'd fucking iron the 4 kids out if I was ever put in a room with them. It's as simple as that. Poor family, the White family, going through fucking hell at the minute, through 14-year-old fucking scumbags. Now, off the back of that, now, please, people, start promoting this instead of the Kardashians, instead of your local celebrities, or instead of, reposting couples pictures. Make your own fucking couple. Stay with your own baby dads. Make your own families. Have your own aspirations, because what you're reposting is not possible or real for people like us to do and be. It is possible for us to be, but living in dream world if you're posting pictures of Kardashians every day, but you've got kids growing up in the city and you're not reposting football clubs, boxing gyms, youth clubs, problems about the knife crime with the kids, gun crime. Look, whatever the way this may sound, right, both sides of the fence can help you. Now you can get the official side of it, opening youth clubs, putting more funding into youth clubs, putting more funding into the communities with regards to being able to set new things up for kids around the areas and change the areas and get rid of all the desolate lands and put things there for the kids. That's all for the authority to do. On the back of it now, anyone who's grafting, by grafting you know what I mean, anyone who's out there selling bits and bobs or doing this and that, and you're not fully legit, I ain't got no problem with that. Some people have to do what they have to do. Now, obviously, it's what happens to the areas when it starts getting deeper and deeper and deeper rooted, and it all falls from the big fellas. Now, again, I'm not on here anti anything. I'm just me, and I'm just talking off the cuff myself, what I've observed and how I've lived. And if one of the older lads who were up to no good on the estate years ago come up to me, said, Ditchy, do us a favour, lads, go and get all the kids, we're starting a football team. I would go and get everyone I know and start and it wouldn't be at 11 aside, it'll be a fucking 22-man team. There'd be that many kids wanting to do that just to impress them. So instead of like showing all these kids your rollies and showing all these kids all these flash cars and driving past and buying them a bag of weed every now and again, or just realise that that could be any of our kids, that. And you wouldn't want someone doing that to your kids. You'd want them saying, look boys, what are you doing sitting there, let's go. And that's what we all missed growing up. We had some people who did that, we had some people who didn't, but at the same time, it's, how can I put it, it falls to both sides of the fence to help this problem. I'm just highlighting it. Other people who've got social medias, who've got channels, they should be highlighting the same things. It's not just Liverpool, it's all over the country. But don't forget, the next kid who dies could be yours, man. Don't. Prevention's always better than cure, innit? So, me myself, I regret not always staying in the youth clubs and causing trouble and getting bad. And it's what adolescent does at the teenage years. And you'd have 2 different groups of lads on the States growing up. You'd have lads who go and play football all day and they're doing the same thing, but then you'd have lads who sit about all day smoking weed at young ages. You'd have 2 different groups, both the same age, both in the same schools, but they take different paths in life. And again, that's because some people's mums won't let them play with them kids and then play with them kids. if they were all in a youth club with, and again, people who work in youth clubs, I'm going to call them unsung heroes. The people I know from youth clubs, like John Dumble and that, they're fucking heroes, mate. He put his world and life and soul into trying to help me as a youngster. And I turned me back on it because I thought I knew what was best. Now I wish I listened to people like that, and my life would have been totally different. So anyone who's watched, anyone who's took anything from what I've had to say on the podcast or in general terms and seen how I am, the first time I've ever been able to be like that. It's the first time I've ever to be try and be a proper man. So it takes more of a man to go to work every day than it does to hold a gun. So I don't know why some people risk 25 years to life in prison for their friends, but can't risk a 9 to 5 to provide for the family and be a good parent and go be a good man. And not even that, just knowing your heart of hearts that you've done your best. So everyone have a good day. I say, I hope your probation goes well, which usually does. But I just wish they could do more for people, and then people like myself wouldn't have to make themselves busy and come on here and do this. But again, me, I don't care. I've got no image, and I've got no. I'm not ashamed to come out and try and promote a good message to help the youngsters. Do you get what I'm saying? You got Weapons Down, Gloves Up with Billy Moore and that. Tony Bellew's always reposting it. Billy Moore, he's one of the main men who's promoting the life out of it, and it's getting kids off the streets and into boxing. You've got the Shuji Youth Club in Liverpool, North Liverpool and Everton. Helps kids from all over the city. You've got many more. You've got football teams, Stanfield United. You've got local custodies, Byram. You've got the Scotty Road League. You've got other leagues all over the cooking city, all over the country. If any of the lads from any areas can influence kids into starting a footy team instead of them becoming the next them. Now, any of them lads, I say, write yourself a letter to your 15-year-old self now, and I guarantee you tell them to do everything not to do everything you did growing up. So there's a few fellas who always took the time with the youngsters on the estates back in the day, and there was a few who still, we're all friends, everyone's friends, but some people just see a kid who's got a little attitude and a little thing and think, yeah, he's alright, man, he's going to be a decent kid. Make him be a decent kid in a different sense and not the sense of on the roads. So everyone have a lovely day, and again, please man, look, let's all just try and share some positivity and share some awareness to what's actually happening instead of just reposting anti-knife crime posters when someone's killed. Keep it going all year round, not just when someone's died. Prevention's always better than cure. Have a lovely day. Speak to you all soon.